Hey y'all, I'm at Convocation and the most amazing thing happened. I met somebody new. My friend hooked me up with my new friend here. So I want to introduce you to Jenell Jones. She has a fantastic book that we're going to talk about real quickly. The name of your book is Shattering. Talk to me about your book.
The name of my book is Shattering. It's my adoption journey with my youngest child.
Now, this youngest child, we already talked about this. This youngest child, you know, it wasn't a typical adoption. It came with a myriad of challenges. Talk about that if you can.
Yeah, so when we adopted her, we were told that we needed to provide her a home of stability and love and discipline. Well, that's what we do, so that's what we did. And a couple years into it, a mess unraveled.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you were, in a way, kind of prepared for that. The average parent, average adopted parent may not have been prepared or as prepared as you were. Talk about your training, your expertise that kind of helped this situation in a way that other parents, you know, they don't have it. This whole thing would have blown up. So talk about your expertise and knowledge.
So my profession, I own a couple child care centers in Phoenix and Mesa, Arizona, and my master's is in autism spectrum disorders. I'm a mom of 7, so she makes number 7,
Okay.
and we're not newly adopted parents, so not the novice. And so that did help because my foundation is early intervention, and we provide trauma-informed care at my preschool.
Yeah. Wow. So you were telling me, you know, it's almost like suddenly something happened. So things changed, and you had a different child in your home, and so issues, you know, kind of came from there. So talk about how you talk about that in the book and how you help the reader.
So Shattered is really my adoption journey, and the story unfolds. So as I'm finding out information that we were not told, I'm describing that journey that we went on. And so a lot of things that happened to my daughter make her the person that she is. A lot of things that when she was in the system, you know, it's one thing to take a child from one trauma environment and put them into state custody for their own protection.
Yeah.
The issue is when we get her in the state's custody and we continue the cycle of abuse.
Yeah.
And so, and then when we pawn her off on a unsuspecting family.
Yeah.
But the mental health services that are offered, they just weren't good. And so I talk about all that in this book.
So Shattered. I'm hearing this story and I'm like, something's shattered. What's shattered? What part of the story is shattered?
So unfortunately, this story, I had a shattered child. My child is in a million pieces.
Yeah.
It shattered me in dealing with the journey. It shattered my marriage. It shattered my children. So my whole family, you know, it had an effect. And at the end, it left us broken.
Wow, so it's a cautionary tale. This is a cautionary tale to other adoptive parents, prospective adoptive parents, to, you know, make sure you get the information. But also there's an element of education, you know, because not everybody has your formal education. Not everybody's able to deal with it on the fly as you are, you know. So how would you help, you know, prospective adoptive parents go find that training that they may need?
You know, I think it's twofold. One, I think it's, so before we become adoptive parents, I think it's to educate the public in general.
Okay.
You know, this is what's going on. This is what's going on to our children. You know, we have a responsibility to take care of these children.
Yeah.
These children don't have a voice and they need advocates.
Yep.
These things would never happen to my biological children because I'm the voice for them. So one, it's to make people aware of what needs to be done for these children with no parents. For adoptive parents, it's so they can get the knowledge, so they can look, this is what's going on. It's not to discourage adoption, but it's really so you understand that this is not an easy journey. This is not going to be a cakewalk. This is when you sign up to take care of one of these children, you know, your heart has to be right because you need to be in it for the long run.
Wow, and you know, I'm listening to your story. I feel, or rather, I sense that you've been thrust into another realm of advocacy.
Yes.
Maybe even that you didn't ask for, but you were prepared for it. That's why I'm okay talking about it, or at least saying it, because I do feel that you were thrust into another realm of advocacy with this child, DCS, the entire system.
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Definitely not a journey I wanted. Like
It chose you, right? You didn't choose it; it chose you. Yeah.
But I think we have a responsibility to these children. Adopted children, they're a susceptible population.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not right. It's just not right. That's not our mission as Christians. We can't let the abuse happen, and we have to do something about it. More than just pray, more than just throw a couple dollars at it.
Yeah.
We need to be doing something that's impactful and something that's going to make a difference. And so somebody has to stand up and say it, and that's what I'm doing. I'm standing up and I'm saying, look, we have a problem, because it's coming out. If you ever wondered why there's so many homeless on the streets, well, if you do studies, you see that 40%, some of them, are former adoptive and foster children that are now on the street. And we're having more. We've got to do something, because this is a problem that's coming to everybody's doorstep.
Oh yeah. And last night the mayor of Memphis was talking. I think it was either the mayor or it was the governor, and they was talking about how Bishop Sheridan and the Church of God in Christ partnered with them to house children in need, who otherwise wouldn't have had any resources or any recourse. I want to ask you, is that something you have in mind to bring to the church?
Yes. Yeah. I think it's great to house these children in need, right? Because they really are sleeping in office buildings and on the floor in every state. This is a problem that's in Arizona. It's a problem that's in New Mexico. It was a problem in Memphis. This is a worldwide problem. But we have to do more than just give them a place to live. We need to provide them structure. We need to provide them homes. Because you know what? These are our future kingdom workers. These are our future missionaries and pastors and bishops. This is it. This is the generation. And if we don't do something about it, shame on us. You're right. Well, I love this. This coming out. Listen, this is the right place. This is the right time to have this conversation. If you had conversation, the book Convocation, the book is available in the bookstore, so you can get it while you're here. I definitely want you to talk to her. I want you to meet Jenell Jones and Missionary Jones. I'm sorry. I want you to meet Missionary Jones and talk to her and get acquainted with her vision, her story, and ask how you can help. I think that's one of the things that we got to start doing. Ask how we can help. Maybe it's just sharing the post, share the book, talk about the journey, be a support for the support, encourage the encourager. We have that to do. And so I definitely hope that this is a conversation that travels up the ranks to the right people to, affect change. Now, last thing I need you to do is tell us how we can get this book and get in touch with you. So this book is available at Convocation. It's also available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and in the Church of God in Christ bookstore. So Shattered by Jenell Jones, Jenell. And you can also find me online. My website is jenelljones.com. Okay. And listen, we're going to be a part of the work. We're going to ask you how we can help. I'm in Texas. There's something I can do in Texas. You're watching me wherever you are. There's something you can do where you are. We're going to get in this fight. Because we want to see these shattered pieces get put back together. Yeah. Jenell Jones.